What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is Riley Reviews back again with another Riley Reveals video. I know it's been quite some time. I've been gone for a little bit, but Hot Toys Dr. Otto Octavius officially released from Hot Toys. And you know I got to get my thoughts on it being the Spidey hype man of the community. But am I going to be as hyped for this one? Maybe a little disappointed? Let's talk about it. All right, guys, so I don't want to waste any time here. I want to talk about this. Oh, man. Otto Octavius. He has been released from Hot Toys, and I know this has been the talk of the town as of recent of this week. I've been gone for a little bit. I know you guys have been letting me know. I appreciate all of the messages and comments saying, oh, where have you been, Riley? I've been missing your videos. I really appreciate that. I just took a little break because I had school starting up, and, it was the end of the summer, getting some nice, chill time before we go back into the fun goodness of talking about these figures. But like I said, Doc Ock released, and I don't know. Am I disappointed? I think I am. And the main reason is we're going to get into lengths of it, but I'm going to fully show this video here from MRC. He posted his review, and he's a great guy. Make sure you guys check him out. His YouTube is great. Reagan, he's a really nice guy, and I'm just going to share it on my YouTube here because he has one of the first, reviews out there, and I want to see this face-to-face from the figure. But like I said, this figure is one that I've been waiting for a very long time. I have this on order, just want to let you know, with Sideshow, and I am going to talk about my thoughts of it. Right now, I'm a little concerned. I really am. I think that a lot of us were expecting a drastic difference in comparison to the proto to final. That said, maybe that we should have tempered our expectations. That might be another conversation for another time, but I will say, like people have been talking about, JC Hong did state that they will change the prototype because of all the backlash coming from the Doc Ock scope and prior, because before this, it was even worse. Like it wasn't great. It was like, I'd probably rate it like a 5 or a 6 out of 10. And this one being released officially in the hands of collectors, now that we see it, am I still disappointed? Do I love this character enough to where I'm still just like, it is not as delicious as I thought it was going to be? And I don't know, maybe I'm being over exaggerated. I know there's other people out there that absolutely hate this, but let me know all of your guys' thoughts. Obviously, I always like hearing your guys' thoughts in the comments. Do you think that people are maybe being a little bit over exaggerating? Do you think it's still great? I know there's collectors out there who still think it's fine. For me, just first impressions, because I haven't even seen that many photos yet, because I just like getting, my raw reaction here. That's why I would call it Rather Reveals. You already know how it goes. But like I said, I think that without the glasses, it's not ideal. I'm not gonna lie. I think that Hot Toys, I really think they should have just gotten it better here. I don't think that it's that great. I'd probably rate it like out of 10. I think I'm at like a 7 out of 10. I think the hair is fine. It's just something about the face. It doesn't scream Alfred Molina to me. It's there, like it's a little bit there, but I just really, I don't know. Maybe this is just a wake-up call for me. Maybe I should temper my expectations, but I really feel like Hot Toys dropped the ball here. I think that with all this other just industries and figures coming out with great products, I mean, we're going to talk about it. Like I said, the INART, we're going to dive into the Gandalf a little bit in this video, just letting you all know. But I think with all the hype surrounding INART and other companies and 6 scale, I feel like Hot Toys should be like, you know what, we gotta nail these things. We gotta get them to the 9 out of 10s, the 8.5 out of 10s at least. But this one here just seems like, I don't know. I'm really just a little disappointed with this, because everything else about it though, like I said, is amazing. It's phenomenal. But the sculpt, I just really was expecting something that was a little bit better. And like I said, I really just don't think that the likeness is there that much for just a character. And another reason is I don't get why these figures from this movie that made $2 billion, which is kind of insane to believe, that they would kind of produce maybe a little bit mediocre figures. I'd say the Andrew Garfield was one where that was more, the prototype was what it was, and it had to be, because of the licensing, etc. But I mean, maybe they could have changed the eyes to white, like I kind of ranted about earlier when it released. But I just feel like for a figure like this, for a character like this, for it being your one shot, because I know people talk about it. I mean, it's Doc Ock. You're not gonna get another chance at this thing for who even knows if he'll ever come back onto the screen again. And I just think that it should have been better. I really do think the likeness should have been better. That said, with the glasses, I'm still perfectly fine with it. Like, I'm still going to have this in my collection. There's no doubt, if and or buts about it. This is coming home to the collection because it's just one of those characters. You all already know this. When it comes to No Way Home, I think I'm collecting about like 80 or 90% of the line. I absolutely love the film. And Doc Ock is just an iconic villain in the Spider-Man Spider-Verse shelf. So I needed to have this. Need to. But that doesn't mean that I'm not going to kind of rant about it because I just love this character so much. Like I said, though, with the glasses, it's pretty solid. It's solid. I mean, you're hiding most of the features of the likeness, so obviously it's going to be pretty damn good. I'd give that, yeah, like a 8 or 7.5 with the glasses, but I just feel like when you take the glasses off, you start seeing the imperfections, maybe see he looks a little rough around the edges. But, you know, that's my opinion. If you guys think that this is amazing, then that's perfectly fine. But I think a lot of people have been explaining that I just feel like Hot Toys should be making these figures like top notch, like up and down. I know everything else is beautiful, but we collect a lot of these things for the head sculpts. And I think that Doc Ock, that's a pretty important thing to nail because you can't really just wear a helmet or something. You'll still see him with those little shades on. He's got the little shades, but you can still see the likeness to him. But I digress. It's still a great looking piece. And these freaking tentacles look insane. I love the way they look. The way they plug into the body, I've seen it right here. He's probably going to show it. Yeah, it looks, so far as we could see, very, very sturdy. It looks really good. But like I said, I just wish the likeness was a little bit better. Just wish it was a little bit better. But what are you going to do? You know what? It released. It is what it is. This is still 100% coming to the No Way Home collection. But like I said, these look extremely sturdy and durable, which I am so pleased with. I know other people have even said like the likeness to I think this is a little crazy, but people said likeness to Toys R Us is better than the Hot Toys. I think that's absolutely insane to me. I thought the Toys R Us one, for one thing, it looks extremely old and aged. The pan-apps look really bad. I just don't think there's even a competition with Toys R Us and Hot Toys. The Hot Toys one is way superior in my eyes. Even though he has I know people are talking about it. My buddy Nick, he's going to flame me, but a lot of people are angry that, it's funny, pun intended, angry that there's a smiling sculpt. I know that is a big drawback for a lot of people because obviously Doc Ock is a character who about like 80 or 90% of the time is pissed off or he's angry or he has a pissed off face. But this figure has that, you know, snarling smile. But they were recreating the moment in No Way Home where he says like, oh, you want to play games, or hello, Peter, and the bridge scene. I get that. But to me, when you got the pre-order for it and he was smiling, when you press pre-order, you should have expected he'd still have that smile. That's my opinion. I feel like people who are complaining that he's smiling, it's kind of just like an irrelevant thing to argue about because the prototype, he had a smile, and I think that changing it to an angry, like pissed off face, it would be way too different to what you paid for. So to me, I don't really care that he's smiling. It is what it is. It's what the prototype showed, but I'm just a little bit disappointed that I know JC Hung said there would be changes, but I thought it would just be like a change to way better. Like I know they changed it. It's a little bit different scope than the prototype. It is, but I just don't think that it's like majorly different or majorly better. I just think that they were like, you know what, we're on time crunch. We're just gonna release this thing because, you know, there's figures that we need to get out. We can't really like just spend all of our time doing this. But like I said, though, everything else looks really damn amazing. This is still an exciting piece for me. I just wish that the likeness could have been just a little bit better. And like I said, I mean, we kind of got done here showcasing the figure. The week of, or the week prior to that, or basically the week of, we are getting stuff like this, which is our Gandalf from INART, which looks absolutely sensational. I think it looks absolutely brilliant. I know it's just, I don't know, guys. I still don't, I don't understand. I am very, very, very happy with what INART's been producing for their, obviously their Joker that I do have in hand. Their Gandalf, from what the reviews I can see so far, it looks pretty damn amazing. And again, when I see stuff like this, I feel like Hot Toys should be like, you know what? Everyone's hyping up this INART company. Everyone's saying they're so amazing. Look at this Gandalf, how beautiful it looks. Let's freaking nail this Doc Ock and give him a 9 out of 10 or 9.5 sculpt. Let's make it that much better. But I feel like they kind of just like slacked a little bit on the Doc Ock with at least the likeness, but everything else looks beautiful. But like I said, these accessories for Gandalf, this is a beautiful piece. This is an absolute beautiful piece. This is not for me. I am not a Lotor guy, but like I said, I feel like seeing this the week of for Hot Toys to drop that Doc Ock, which I was so excited about. Doc Ock's one of my favorite, I mean, just Spidey villains, and I knew that I had to day one get it in hand as soon as possible. But now seeing the final product, I was just like, damn. Yet again, No Way Home line kind of being a little bit disappointing in the sense that, you know, the Andrew Garfield, it's still a good figure, but I feel like it could have been a little bit better. It still sours me a bit, but that could be licensing issues, etc. But now that we had the Andrew that I wasn't too crazy about and excited for, and now I got the Doc Ock that I'm still excited about, but maybe tempered a little with how the likeness came out with the sculpt. I'm just like, damn. I always had this theory. I told my buddies Nick, I'm like, what if Hot Toys like talked to Sony and they had some argument about this likeness with Andrew, and they're like, you know what? We're just gonna produce only just mid and pretty. We're not gonna go far into lengths for No Way Home. We're just going to pump them out and not worry about making these things the best way possible, because I am just like I love No Way Home. That's the one where I need that line to be perfection. And I feel like with Doc Ock, it's not exactly perfect for me, but it's still going to be good enough to collect in the collection because I need it. But like I said, this Gandalf, dude, like, I'm sorry. This looks fucking amazing. Like, I'm just going to say it. This looks beautiful. They absolutely killed this again. The only thing I will say is maybe you can fix this with obviously a hairbrush or something, but the hair on the Gandalf, maybe it looks a teeny bit like puffy, just a little bit, maybe a little bit, maybe if it was a little bit more closed in. But I think in the video, yep, right here, they show that you can actually put the hair down, and that pretty much just negates what exactly I said, because it did look pretty poofy, but from the side to side, it actually looks, wow, that's a pretty huge difference. So I will say, for Gandalf looks like this out of the INART packaging, it is a little interesting. You'd probably want to put some product in a hairbrush. Maybe some collectors don't even want to do that because it's not something that they really want to do with their figures. But from what this review tells you right here, you kind of should do it because it looks like 12 times better now that he's done that. So, but like I said, I just brought up the INART and the Gandalf because I feel like with the Doc Ock, the week of having the INART Gandalf looking as beautiful as it is, the Doc Ock one, I just wish that, I think Hot Toys really does need to do better. I think that this is obviously, like, people talk about, why do we bring up competition, etc. It's just a fact. It's what it is. There's only two companies that produce these high quality, expensive pieces. And I think that for $350 or $375, almost $400 for Doc Ock, I just really think that the sculpt should have been better in my eyes. But that's my opinion. Drop all of your thoughts in the comments below. I'm so happy to be back. I'm going to be producing more content as soon as possible. As soon as there's more releases and announcements, you know, I got to get the Riley reveals as quick as possible. So that will be coming back. Thank you all for watching. Really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed, hit that like, hit that subscribe. We are almost at that 3,000 subscriber goal. We are pushing for it this year. But then that said, guys, enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.